up, you guys? It is Mary.
I'm sorry, and Alma.
We invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below. Because today, you guys, we are going to be reviewing something that's kind of been in the news lately. Ray J. You know, we talked about Kim
and Kanye.
Yes, the other time, and y'all came for us.
Yeah.
And I came here to tell y'all, we don't give a damn. We said what we said, and we standing on that. You still skipped your black ass down the bunny road. So, at the end of the day, I don't feel sorry for you. Kanye, and I also don't feel sorry for you, Ray J. At the end of the day, these men would not be made fun of and being looked down upon or whatever if they never had an association with Kim to begin with.
Yeah.
So that's what I look at.
Yeah.
You know, you can't control what somebody does to you, but you can control what you do.
Yeah.
And y'all knew about Kim. Y'all knew how she got down. Y'all knew about the whole family. And y'all still went there.
For me, I'm not going to blame Ray J because the time when they did that...
No, I'm talking about Kanye.
He was... Right. Kanye,
Ray J was
I
young.
have no sympathy. But for Ray J, I feel as though he was young when this happened, just like Kim was young. And I try not to blame young people... even
for the mistakes.
Up until the age of after 25. If you're older than 25, okay, then we can talk, you know, but at that time you're not really thinking clearly, you're not making right decisions and stuff like that. You really aren't. And I just feel when he talked about, the thing that blew my mind was when he said that they had a contract, allegedly they had a contract that I guess maybe he wouldn't say anything. Maybe he signed an NDA, like non-disclosure statement. Yeah. Maybe that was good for maybe 20 years. So now he can actually talk about it. Because I think all of this went down maybe like 2001, 2002, something like that.
Well, I don't know why you would do an NDA for 20 years. I would do for 40.
Well, maybe he just felt like, maybe Ray J also just felt like, look, we did this, whatever. But he's claimed that Kris had them do the sex tape. If I'm getting it wrong, you'll let us know.
Hold on, wait, but right here is where we're going to put all of the information that we see. And there's some videos we're actually going to put down below as a link. So y'all check this out and then we'll come discuss. Now that y'all have seen it.
Yes. So he says that Kris let them do another sex tape and like so that Kim's angles can be good for her. Which just sounds...
They said they redid the sex tape so that they could have better angles for Kim. I think Kris really did that? I don't know. I don't really know if she will be that cunning. Yeah. I don't know if she could really do that. But Ray J also
do that and then
try to profit off of it. My thing is,
I just think that would be so man, that would be some crazy
but also
stuff.
My thing is, I don't even know. I mean, I can't trust neither one of them. I don't know these people. Yeah, but also really Ray J seems a little unstable as well. I mean, their family also is unstable. But I just don't know if I could see Kris telling her to redo the sex tape. Why do that when you already have one? And then my thing is,
so you could have a good angle
and then Ray J, why would you agree to that?
To something like that. Like, didn't you go talk to your mom about it? Like, where was your counsel? You know,
why would you even agree to go and say, I'm going to go and help do a sex tape with Kim so she can have better angles? And then my thing is, it sounded like he was saying that they had already had a sex tape out, but I guess maybe they stopped that one, put out another one, and they did another one where she would have better angles. The whole thing don't make sense to me. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not in Hollywood. I don't know about that life.
I mean, I can see you had that first sex tape, right? And then what happened? You now went and had a second one, but this time you guys, like, it's just crazy. I don't know where the ethics were.
When the ethics are jinky,
yeah,
this
I
is
mean,
what
that's how it feels like, because okay, everyone does their stuff, right? I think at this point there's so many people out there who have sex tapes. But my thing is, I'm not faulting for that, right? But the thing that gets me is, now you actually go and do one on purpose. This one was not just for your love, right?
Yeah.
This one now is for the world, so that you can have a better angle, and you go down and
you agree
do that,
to
like
that?
you allow yourself to be, I don't know,
Used
do they
like
pay
that?
you for that now?
I don't know.
Because now it's not even love. It's not like, okay, two lovers having a sex date. Now it's like, okay, we're gonna do this little porno stuff here, and you all gonna take some pictures, because that's what it sounds to me now.
Yeah.
You know, so listen, like you said, I actually don't know the family, and I don't know Ray J either. I don't blame Ray J and Kim for having a sex tape at that age. I really don't, because
When they said they were both on drugs and stuff like that at the
put
time.
them down and stuff like that for doing that. Young people are going to do things like everybody makes their own mistakes, but it's when you come back that second time, and now it wasn't two lovers doing it. Now you got cameraman and all this stuff, and now we gonna now make a tape and make sure we all have the right angle.
And then my thing is, Rachel, you were there doing rants talking about you done mess with the wrong black person. Y'all dragging my name. Now, I do feel, listen, Kim, if the show is that dry, that you have to bring up what you did 20 years ago, which I also felt like when they did the reboot of the Kardashian show.
Yeah.
And
When
it was
talking
immediately
about
about the sex tape all over again. So it's like the same shit. Because when they first came with keeping the Kardashians, it was about her sex tape, which she talked about for 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, when
and
she
then,
said that the son, someone put it on some
whatever. And then she was running, crying down the hallway, and then you came up with the Kardashians on Hulu, and you started again with the sex tape. Yeah. My thing is, Kim, if the show is that dry and you really ain't got shit going on in your life, then say that. Yeah. Let us focus on Courtney, because at this point, that's what we actually want to watch.
That's what we wanted
At this
to watch.
point, you and your sister both looked hella janky, and nobody's really checking for y'all.
Yeah.
Chloe been cheated on so many times I can't even count. Yeah, Chloe,
really
Kim, you have been through so much stuff, and you just seem like you want attention at this point. Like, I'm just not interested in your storyline. Even though I am somebody who have watched the Kardashians, I've watched most of the seasons, I've been invested in the family.
Right.
And my generation just is not looking at you, Kim. Like,
no,
I'm not checking
older.
for you, Kim.
Like, she's in her 40s, so 20-year-olds are going to be looking for the 20-year-olds, right?
I'm not even checking for Kylie. Kylie, to me, is dry. She doesn't actually show anything about her life. She's very private. You know, that's fine or whatever. I'm checking for something wholesome. I'm checking for something uplifting. And I'm checking for something that gives me hope for love in my life.
And that was
Courtney and Travis. So that's what I look to.
Absolutely.
You know, I'll probably be checking for Courtney first. Then I'll maybe be trying to see what Kendall got going on, and then Kris, because I like, you know, she has built this empire. She's living high. She got her fine china.
But I don't
Kim
know
is the last person I'm looking at. I don't know what you doing.
What did you do? I mean, I'm just going to say allegedly, because I don't know. I don't see any mother doing that to their child. But then again,
but that girl Janet McGurdy, which said that she was very happy that her mother died. There are some mothers that do some crazy stuff. That's true. And I don't know if I see Kris do that. I don't know this woman. I honest to God don't know this woman. But I would hope to God that you're not pimping out your daughter.
Or that you did that.
But, and also, so I just feel like, Kim, you should not have even brought up Ray J stuff. He has kids at this point or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It, like, you guys should not be, this should not even be in season 2. Like, I don't give a damn about what you did back then. Like, that does not still make you relevant today. Like, you say that you want to be removed from that, you want people to see you in a different light, but you continue to bring it to the show. If that wasn't me, I would be like Beyonce. When her ex came out, started talking about her, talking about, she had an abortion, she died. You won't even hear me speak this man's name. You won't even see me speak for a while. I'm not talking about something that I did that was a huge mistake and still dragging it years later on a new show.
It's not
it's ridiculous at this point,
and
Kim.
my thing was, when the son saw it,
What
She said her son saw something and came to the mom. That's not even for you to put it as part of the show, because you're feeding it. You're feeding it to the public. Then they have to go and say, "Oh, well, what was this?" Well, and this is what I learned about Kim during this season, which
good attention, bad attention doesn't matter to her.
I just realized how much she craves attention.
Yeah.
And I did not know that until I saw how she was behaving when the attention wasn't wholly on her.
Yeah.
It was on Courtney. Kim really could not handle that. And I never really saw that about her before, because the attention was already on her, back then. But once it wasn't, and she had to share the limelight with the least interesting
to look at
person in the family. Yeah, she could not handle that. She was trying all kind of ways to get attention.
Yeah.
And it's not even necessary, The other thing, I wanted to say something about Ray J. They said that he actually had reached out to Kim.
Oh my God. I hope y'all saw that screenshot that I just put in there. But apparently he exposed himself. And he had some text message saying, "Hey Kimmy, miss you so much. On some real shit, shorty. Hit me up, DM me 1721 and I'll know it's real." Why the fuck she gonna call you? Her whole net worth could buy your whole life. Why would she call you? It's like those exes that see you doing well and they still want to text you and see if maybe there could be something.
So it's not very true when he say he hasn't talked to her for 20 years or some craziness.
My thing is, Ray J.
You were hollering at her, I guess, when she and Kanye were no longer together?
My thing is, Ray J, also, there really was no reason. You sit here, you talk about how you have kids. You disrespect your woman on a daily basis. You mistreated her. So I don't really feel bad for you. I can't sit here.
Is he with the same woman who?
I mean, they have such a toxic relationship. Like, I can't.
Are they still together?
Yes, they are. Apparently, they got 2 kids together. My thing, Ray J, you also have shown yourself to be quite unstable as well. So I can't even really trust you. And the fact that you exposed your own self on your own damn Instagram live, and then Kim promptly blocked your ass. My thing is, you could have just said
that she was like, she has blocked me, and he was saying that was.
It's like he was cussing at all his staff. Man, y'all need to get the shit together. Like, this is ridiculous. These are all shit. This bitch, she blocked me. I was like, he said, I ain't even tripping on it though. I ain't even tripping. Why wouldn't she block you? He said she's scared. Kim shook. She shook. No, I'm just going to block you and your rubbishness because you are an idiot. And this is why I have stopped sleeping with black men. I'm sure she sat down there at brunch and told her white friend, you see, this is why I hopped myself to the white lands and I ain't gone back. And she would tell them, don't you bother to have kids with a black man either. I bet she had that conversation with somebody today.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness gracious, that was...
Ray J, this is pathetic. At this point, you should have actually just... Yes, they're talking about you and everything, but you talk about how you got kids and you got businesses. I don't know what business that man got because I haven't heard about no business. But I see you out there on that dust ball show called Love and Hip Hop, though.
I'm sorry.
You should have just handled it in the courts. They're talking about you. Okay, sue them. But I'm sure he ain't got the money like they do to take them to court for real.
I know, because the other thing...
So he said, I'm just going to disgrace you in public.
He was going to go live, right? And then they
blocked him? Instagram blocked them.
Yeah.
Kim said, let me call my billionaires at Instagram.
My billionaire friends. And Ray J, you're not part of the billionaires club.
No,
so that's
you're
why.
not. No, you're not.
You gotta be part of that club. To have them digits.
The connections, the call Instagram and be like, listen,
block him.
Somebody is really giving me a hard time. Like, my mom is 67. He keeps on calling her names.
No,
it's really
who made
a
those
lot.
Calls? Kris.
Of course. Kris said, don't even worry, Kimmy. I got you.
She got the day or all that stuff. Oh my goodness. Anyway, he said he's going to go and take them to court. We will be here for it. When you take them to court. I really got to see this but I don't know if you have any kind of thing to stand on though. Like, this is something that you all did. It happened over 20 years ago. You all let that mess go. Both of you, let it go.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk about you all. Kim is 40. Ray J, aren't you also in your 40s? Like,
yeah.
the young people are not checking for you all, just move on with your life. Your whole life is not like does not begin and end with this tape that you made.
I
know
just
what I'm
think
saying?
at this point, like I feel like Kim, she's
no,
feeling
no.
a little bit washed up. I feel like Kim should really focus on
Yeah.
healing herself.
Yeah.
You know, you've
Yeah.
already dumped Pete.
Yeah.
There's really nobody's really checking for you, Kim,
Like
and that's
that.
not really even to throw shade,
Yeah.
but it's just a reality. I have watched your show. Yes, when you first came out, people were kind of
No.
interested in what you got going on, whatever.
Yeah, I
But
mean-
people kind of get tired of the stunts. They get tired of the shenanigans,
Yeah,
and they just
fake
want to
stuff.
see. They really get tired of it.
Fake stuff,
And
yeah.
they just want to see something uplifting, something genuine, and something real. And
Yeah.
that's Travis and Courtney. Travis Kravis. You know, at this point, I would love to see a TV show with them. Forget the whole family, because I'm not checking for Kylie. I don't
Yeah.
need to know about her, that dust ball Travis. I love you, Travis. I listen to all your albums. I really do. But do I think that you really like that girl? No.
No, you
But
really
she's
don't.
holding in there because she has seen her sister find love. I'm not really checking for
I
Kris
don't know
like
if
that.
She will. I don't know if Kylie. I don't think
After
Kylie's gonna
30, I
tell
think she's
Travis.
going to move on,
I
for sure.
think- yeah,
She might get some sense. Like, I mean, you said that about Kim, and she surely did leave Kanye.
But you know something? I don't think Kylie's gonna wait until she's 30.
Oh, really?
I think she's gonna leave him in her 20s.
Really?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Because, I mean, you're
think she's
sitting
gonna-
there, you've had 2 kids for this man. He hasn't engaged
She
you.
has 2 kids, probably a boy and a girl, and that's it. That's all she needs. And I don't think she's gonna stay with Travis long. I really don't.
You know, the thing is, she's trying to, I mean, she's gotten her kids. Chloe tried to hold on to Tristan's for as long as possible, where she's like, you know, even though you done had this child by another woman, I would have my girl, and I damn sure gonna have my boy with one baby daddy.
Yeah.
And she did.
Oh, has the baby come out now?
The baby has come already.
A baby boy.
Yes,
Wow.
and you called it. You
Something
actually
else,
called
ain't
it. So
Yeah.
I'm not really checking for the family. I'm not really interested in the
And-
Kardashians. I
like-
feel that they should have just retired from the show.
You know, more than anything, you know, I just sometimes I look at, you know, black men and I just think to myself, like, you guys are like all over the place in this world. You're not focused on things that are just decent sometimes, you know? And then when you all get into your trouble, you come and you start like whining to the black community where I have not seen you with the black community all these years. Like Kanye. You know, you were even there talking against slavery, trying to say how the
It was
slaves
a
were
choice.
there. The slaves were there because they chose to be slaves. I mean, you made that comment and you did not give 2 shits about that. So why the fuck should I give 2 shits about your problem
and how cute.
with a Caucasian woman? Like, why should
That
I
you
give 2 shits?
went there.
And why are you there now trying to get black people to do some rallying cry for you and Ray? You all better go shit your butt somewhere. I just looked at it, like, just thought to myself, you know, this is really not my business. I mean, I don't know. I think they're hoping that some black women will run to them and mammy them and put their fist in the air and go protest for them, or go and curse out Kim Kardashian on their and Kris Jenner on their behalf.
My
You guys just
issue-
miss me with that mess. Like, miss me with that mess. Kanye is the last person that I think black people should just really turn their back, because he turns their back. He turned his back.
My thing is,
You know?
Kanye, the only reason why Ray J and Kanye are out here telling this stuff
Now I don't
is
know who Ray J
because
is with, because I mean I never even
she
really
is
knew who
she's
he was
I think
until-
she's black and Filipino or something. I think her name is Princess Love or whatever.
So she's biracial.
Yes, she is. My thing is with Kanye and Ray J. Y'all sit here on the international platform and y'all bitch and rave about these women that y'all went and chose to sleep with and be with.
Yeah.
And then you want to go and slut shame them.
Yeah.
Like, my thing is, I have to look at you because you went there.
And then when
you
they-
actually
yeah.
went there.
When
You
they
know what I'm
kick you
saying?
to the curb,
And
all
he-
of a sudden you are a black N. And this and that.
And you mess
I'm
with the
this,
wrong
and
black
that,
men.
The black
The-
man
my
putting
only-
me down. Blah, 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 blah.
My thing
Like,
is, the
don't
only
care.
person that they're trying to appease to is black women.
Who will run
They
to
want
their
the black
defense?
woman to go there and run to them and save them from the white woman that they went for.
Yeah.
Happily.
And then
But because the black men are not going to sit there and talk about how she's done a grave injustice. Maybe a few, but it won't be many. But it will be the black woman who will be going there for this rubbish.
You know, I
just don't
Kanye's
care.
music. I did.
I actually love his music. I liked his music. I loved Good Life. I loved Stronger. All those songs.
All of his songs. But let me tell you, as soon as I
haven't
heard
been
him
liking
talk
his
about
recent
that,
music.
about some slavery was a choice, I was like, I was just shocked that was Kanye. You know, his mom is this like amazing woman, or was, you know, because she passed away, but educated woman. You know what I'm saying? And here you are talking about slavery was a choice, like just some crazy foolishness.
Yeah.
And now that you are on the outs with your ex-wife who is not black, now you want us to rally behind you, black people, women for sure, and to come and help you, probably, you know, maybe unsubscribe to the Kardashians or whatever. Like, please go somewhere. You were not checking for us, so why should we be checking for you and your problems?
Nobody has sympathy for either one of you. Ray J, you went there, you're
Ray
still
J,
in her DMs hollering at her.
Ray J, I do feel maybe a little sorry for it, because
my
he did
thing
this
is,
when
I
he
feel
was
sorry.
young.
I feel sorry for you.
You know,
but the thing is, it's not even.
And it's sad that they kind of insinuate like he's the one who's doing all this stuff, which apparently is not true. And it really, he signed this NDA, and he has been silent about it through the years. I haven't really heard him talk about it at all, except when he came out, I think a few days ago, and then this one, right? But through the decades, I've not heard Ray J talk about Kim or the family. You know what I'm saying? So he did his part, and I do feel sorry, because he, just like how I felt sorry for Kim when the sex tape came out, I felt sorry for both of them, because I felt like they did this as young lovers, right? Probably for themselves, they loved each other, whatever. And now you have the world see when they were at their most vulnerable in this act.
Listen, I feel sorry for you guys up until that point.
Yeah.
I totally understand. Some people do foolish stuff. Some people
And
decide,
then,
let's
and
watch
then
it back or
somebody got a
whatever.
hold of it,
But my
and
thing is,
distributed it.
but
So,
that's where
you know.
that's where I stopped feeling sorry for them.
Yeah.
But if you sat down there and Kim talked you into making it again for better angles, I'm sorry.
Well,
I just don't feel bad.
yeah,
I don't feel bad for
Kris,
you. Because the
talk to
reason
him.
why I don't feel bad for you is because you know from right to wrong.
Yeah.
You decided to sit there. I'm sure you got money from it. And you decided to let this go out there.
Yeah.
You had an image. You were Brandy's brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had your career. So at this point, you are old enough to know right from wrong. Y'all were both out there smoking, drinking, doing all that.
But
Y'all know
remember,
right from
he
wrong.
was never as successful as Brandy. He was known as Brandy's brother. So
Exactly, but my
do,
thing is, you don't go and do that. You know right from wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I stop. If you guys actually sat there, it was Steve Harshaw, whoever the hell the guy was,
Mm-hmm.
and said, we're going to remake this to profit off of it and to help launch our careers, that's where I stop feeling bad. Because y'all are both making cognitive decisions for your life.
Did it help him? I mean,
That man has been on Love and Hip Hop for how many years now?
Oh,
That show
so he has a good show.
That is not a good show.
Isn't the show still on? Is it successful?
Mommy, Mom, listen, it is for, I'm sorry for whoever may be offended, but it is for washed up rappers and singers who ain't doing nothing with their lives right now. Let's just be honest. That's what Love and Hip Hop is. Okay, I'm saying, you see all the rappers and all the singers from back in the day who really can't rap or sing. The only person who really made it successful, I think maybe Spice. She's in dance hall, but I don't really listen to her. Cardi B and K Michelle. But that's it. You guys, after all the season, you only have 3 success stories.
Okay, got you.
That's all I'm saying. But that's where they go when their careers are kind of falling. And then you have Rashida and Kirk there, who has cheated on her several times to be the pinnacle of black love on that show. Degeneracy.
Yeah.
Straight up degeneracy.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that is deep. I don't watch that show most of the time. Like, I think after I saw Rashida, I think her mother ran over, was it Kirk's bike or something like that? That was the last season or whatever that I watched. I was just like, this is too much for my head. It's giving me a headache. Yeah.
I thought that was so funny when she ran over his bike and then it caught on fire. I literally was dying. That was too funny.
But after that, I was just like, okay, I cannot watch this.
And she was like 9 months pregnant.
Yeah. I mean, I always feel bad for Rashida. I just feel like, oh boy, that's really, really sad. But anyhow, that's about it.
It's Mary.
You guys get in the comments, good or bad or indifferent. Let us know.
Yeah.
What you think.
Yes, y'all. But it's Mary.
And
we want you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below.
And let us know. Do you think that Ray J? I mean,
is out of line? Are you champion for the black man?
Like you went and like talked to her. You sent her a text. Hi, Kimmy. Do you think Ray J was trying to get back with her after the whole Kanye thing, and he was trying to holler at her? I think so. Let us know.